Hello everybody, welcome to the quiz on Haunted Hill number 22. There's supposed to be 5 people, but as always, we have a slight problem. But never mind, we'll carry on with the 3 that we have, and we will bring up our first person. Oh, I didn't tell you who I was, did I? I'm Peter Witchfinder Hopkins, but you should know that by now if you've watched enough of these. But here's your first person. Welcome back! This is your 3rd time here, I believe? Might be 4th?
Yes, and aren't you brave?
I am, but are you brave enough to answer all the questions? That is the big question. Let's find out in a minute. So, hello, Lord Blood-Rah. Welcome back,
my lords and ladies. Yes.
So last time you were on. Oh. Last time you were on here, you thrashed the competition. You walked away with nothing like everybody else, but you know, it's,
yes.
you walked with your head held high. That was the main thing.
Yes, but complete freak accident. I have no illusions about that at all. I'm going to try my best, and as I said the first time, hopefully not drool on my shoes too much. So let's see how it goes.
Okay, and our newbie for today is Martin.
Hello.
Martin, introduce yourself to the ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, well, I'm the assistant editor of Starburst magazine here in the UK, but available worldwide.
I'm sure everybody would have heard of it. If not, why not?
Exactly.
So, in a moment, well, I was going to say in a moment we're bringing the other 2 people in, but they're not here. So they're probably going to come halfway through. That's usually what happens. People end up bouncing in halfway through the quiz. So, yeah. But for now, we'll just do you 3. So, do you all have your drinks ready? If you need a drink,
do
you have your pens and pads ready?
Cheers.
Okay.
Indeed, yes.
Oh, we have a goblet.
Oh,
We have a goblet and a glass and a mug.
Yes.
I forgot my goblet, and I brought in a wussy mug. I always have a really beautiful goblet here, and I forgot this time. And if I get up to go
you
find
have
it,
some
I'll
form.
knock everything down.
You're right, exactly. You're wired in. You can't go.
You have some form of drinking vessel, so it's fine. So yes, apologies that we are running 15 minutes late. We was hoping the other people would turn in, but they didn't. So we're just going to crack on anyway. So your first round, gentlemen, is Sliced and Diced. A picture of a famous person has been through the shredder. Aim of the game is to guess who that famous person in the picture is. Just state your name and then say who you believe it to be. Guess correctly, you get 10 points. 1 guess per person per picture. Does everybody understand?
Yes.
Yeah, but I forgot his name. He's a director. He's not actually an actor. I know who it is. I can't remember.
Okay, so here is your first person. Just state your name and I'll come to you.
Oh, am I supposed to see her completely because I've got lines going through her?
No, that's what it's supposed to be. I have put this person through the shredder. Don't worry, you'll be able to see them properly in a minute. But all you got to do is try and work out who that is. Just state your name.
When you know the
and
person, but you just can't remember the name.
Yeah, me too. I know who it is. Can't think of the name.
It's that Canadian actress that was on Stargate, right? David Black, Amanda Tapping.
That is a good guess. I can see where you're going with the eyes. I can see where you're going with that. So David had his guess. Lord Blood-Rah and Martin, you have a guess each. It's only 1 guess per person on this one. Say a name. Any name.
It's literally there, but
Blood-Rah, Linda Hamilton, but it's not.
Ooh, okay, Martin, you can walk away with the ginormous 10 points if you know who it is.
It's the woman from When Harry Met Sally, but I can't for the life of me remember her name.
Okay, I will accept that because you knew who it was. It's Meg Ryan. This is Meg Ryan
That's
in
it.
Amityville 3. Yes.
Damn.
All those years ago when she was in Amityville 3.
I'm
Yes,
gonna
I
send her an
can see
email
where you were
and
going
find
with Amanda tapping. It was the eyes.
Yeah, and the hair. I'm going to email her and tell her she made me lose points. I'm going to blame her for the rest of my life.
That's right.
You
It's all
ruined
her
my
fault.
life.
Okay. Well, I think you might be fine with this one. This person might not get back to you
Blood-Rah.
if you sent them an email.
Blood-Rah.
Yes.
William Marshall.
Yes. It is indeed William Marshall Blackula himself.
Yes,
there he
one of
is.
my
I don't think he'd get
favorite.
back to you if you sent him an email.
No. Well, if he did,
Yes,
it'd be big news.
It's
Wonderful.
okay.
Film.
As you've noticed, we might. Yes, I like it. But I quite like a lot of blaxploitation movies anyway. So each to their own. So who's this one then, gents?
Blood-Rah.
Martin, Jack Nicholson.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yes,
Oh,
yes.
Blood-Rah got there, but Blood-Rah got there before you, Martin.
But he didn't finish it.
I will give
Jack Nicholson.
there you go. Just to be fair, I will break the points up. Just to be fair, because you both decided to jump in at the same time.
Fair enough.
Just didn't finish. You finished these other sentences off. So yes, there he is. Very young, handsome Jack.
Do I get extra points if I say that's from
In
the
what
Raven?
film, though, gentlemen?
The Raven.
You can say it's from The Raven, but is that the right one?
I'm gonna
It's the
say
Terror.
that.
It was in the Terror.
Damn! That was the only
No,
other one it could have
it's
been.
the Terror.
Oh.
Well, it definitely wasn't Witches of Eastwick. He's far too young for that.
No.
Okay, we're gonna head a bit modern now.
Oh,
Very
okay.
modern. Well, not that modern, I suppose. 2000 and something. That's a horrible sliced up picture. That person's got
is
eyes
good
smack bang
Lord.
in the middle.
That's nightmare fuel right there.
I didn't notice that when I did it.
Oh, I'm lost. I'm totally lost.
No clue on the name. Looks vaguely familiar.
Oh, I can see Martin's looking at it going, I recognise it.
Mm.
But I look on his face.
Barely recognize that, but
I don't know.
10 more seconds, gents, and then I will put you out your misery. Oh, just had a message from Heather. Unfortunately, she can't make it due to reasons. But that's fine. So let's put you out your misery. This is Emily Blunt in A Quiet Place.
Oh.
All right.
Okay. Last one. You're all doing well thus far.
Martin Robert Englund.
Yep.
It is Robert England. There's a photo that people probably wouldn't know straight away.
The baby-faced Robert England.
So at the baby-faced one, yes. So after that,
from when
Martin
he was doing
is our
the
current leader.
Visitor?
It is, yes. It is indeed.
Yeah.
Just before he became synonymous with a certain Freddy Krueger. Well, I hope you can all write, because the next round is involving writing. It is true or false. Self-explanatory. 5 questions, 5 points each. Write your answers down. True or false, 5 points per question. Save yourself time. Just write true on one side of the piece of paper and false on the other. You can just flip it over there. Save yourself ink. Save the environment. one quiz show at a time. So your first one is Japanese horror, or J-horror, feature films only started in the 1960s, despite the first Japanese horror stories being handed down since the 9th century. True or false? Japanese horror, or J-horror, feature films only started in the 1960s, despite the first Japanese horror stories being handed down since the 9th century. I should state that all of today's true or false questions and generalized questions are from the actor Martin W. Payne, who is a British actor. So if these questions are too hard, you know who to blame. It's not me this time. So simple enough. True or false? What we got? We have a false.
True.
We have a true. And we have a false. It is true. Could you name me the film?
Oh, hang on.
Not Blood-Rah.
Isn't Godzilla a horror movie?
I assumed he was not mentioning kaiju.
It's not,
That's why I went with that. I assumed
No,
you were going with more.
no, it's not mentioning those. So specifically J-horror stuff. So the first one would have been Onababa from 1964. All those many moons ago. And so your next one is Vlad the Impaler died by drowning after choking on blood that he swallowed in a demonstration of his preference for the taste. True or false? Vlad the Impaler died by drowning after choking on blood that he swallowed in a demonstration of his preference for the taste. Ooh, true, false, and false. It is indeed false. He was ambushed, his corpse cut into pieces, and his head sent to Mehmed II, leader of the Ottoman Empire. So we have facts here as well, just in case. Here's a question I probably wouldn't have come up with, but Bollywood horror films started after Japanese horror films. So Bollywood horror films started after Japanese horror films. So the J-horrors, as we discovered earlier on, was Bollywood.
Bollywood.
Not Hollywood, Bollywood.
Bollywood, got you. Okay.
Yeah.
As in Indian.
So Bollywood horror film,
Right.
yes. Started after Japanese horror films, as you just...
Hang on. When it comes down to horror,
yes.
is that film And the Rains Came, is that Indian? Does that count as a horror?
I haven't even heard of it, so I wouldn't know.
Okay, in that case.
Don't you recognize it?
Yeah.
We have a true. We have a true, and we have a true. It is, in fact, actually false. The first Bollywood horror film is regarded as a Kuni in 1946.
Oh wow.
Okay, well, I'm hoping the vampires among us will get this question correct. David Niven played Dracula in the 1974 film Vampira. David Niven played Dracula in the 1974 film Vampira, which is also known as Old Dracula, is known as well. So that kind of gives you a clue as to what it is.
I have no idea. I'm sure David Niven played Dracula, but in what film, I don't know. I thought he was in Hammer House of Horror films.
He was in an Asylum film, wasn't he? He was in one of them, I believe. I think it's somebody else. I think it's somebody else. Anyway, we have a true. Well, considering everybody else is like, everybody's got it correct. He is, in fact, true. Yes, he played Old Dracula in Vampira was the film. It's a very, very 1970s film.
Right.
Complete to the hair and everything.
And they changed the title to Old Dracula as a riff on Young Frankenstein. Pretty much, yeah.
Why not cash in? It's the old Hollywood way.
Right.
So, your last question for true or false is Vincent Clarence Price invented Dr. Price's baking powder. Vincent Clarence Price invented Dr. Price's baking powder. Okay, do we have our answers? We have a true. We have a true and a very, very fancy false. It is actually true. The grandfather of the actor Vincent Leonard Price Jr. invented Dr. Price's baking powder in 1865. There you go. Don't worry, David. As you know, this game show changes dramatically all the way through. Some people can start off really bad, but pick up towards the end.
Oh no, this is the way I went in the last 2 times I was on. I am consistent.
Well,
there is no problem.
well, the good news today is, David, you cannot come fourth. It's not mathematically possible to come fourth today.
I never come forth. There's always somebody on when I come on that doesn't end up coming on.
It's the way. So this is your next one, which is the price is probably more expensive than it should be, but can you get it right? If you have ever watched The Price is Right, this is basically that, but on a budget. So I want you to give me the price of the item I bring up on the screen. The closest without going over wins the points. Price is in US dollars. Write down your answer on your piece of paper. 5 questions, 5 points each. Today's items are all sold at auction houses around the world, so like Selfridges and places like that, but not eBay. So your first item is, you get 30 seconds. I'll give you a bit of information as well. This is Ripley's flamethrower from Aliens 1986. So this was sold at the Icons and Heroes of Hollywood auction in 2018 alongside the spacesuit which had appeared in a previous episode of this. It raised eyebrows after fetching a initial naming price of, it was still in perfect shape, but the armband and the rifle receiver still intact. So this is Sigourney Weaver's flamethrower from Aliens. I have actually been quite surprised how much some of these things have gone for. So that is your time up for that, gentlemen. Let's see what your answers are. What do we have?
7,000.
750. Is that just? Oh, you have 7,000. David, you have 7. Is that just 750? And
yeah,
Martin, is that 91K you're going for?
Mm-hmm.
Martin has gone for 91K. Wow. That's that's a very expensive flamethrower. But as always, it's the closest without going over. And Martin, it was $108,000.
My God.
Yeah. Collectors are mental.
Oh yes. So you kind of got yourself a ballpark figure now of what you want to go for, but I believe David and Lord Blood-Rah have been on it before, where I've had posters on. So we are heading back to poster territory. So this is the original King Kong poster. So the original King Kong poster, not a replica. This is one of the last surviving vintage posters of King Kong, and someone wanted to keep it in Hollywood. Cecilia Presley, the granddaughter of Cecil DeMille, the 90s movie director, paid nearly $250,000 for the poster at the time. But how much did it go for at auction?
Oh, she paid $250,000.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even autographed by King Kong.
No.
But I understand
we did have King Kong on here. We did have King Kong on here a couple of weeks ago. We had the armature on here.
That's right.
Yeah, little
That's right.
the puppetry thing. So yes. So what do we have? We have 100,000. We have, is that 15 million and
No,
1.5
million. We both went 1.5 million.
Oh, you both got 1.5 million. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, dokie. What was your answer again, David?
100,000.
It was 100,000. That was my put. Okie dokie. So, surprisingly, they originally bought it for $250,000.
Right.
Then they sold it, and they got less money for it.
Oh.
Yep.
244,500, which I think is pretty low for
That's extremely
this poster.
low.
I mean, you could argue it's a piece of paper, but
They might have been desperate.
So
Maybe, yeah.
they could have been. And well, David, the good news is you did get the points on that one. You was the closest.
That's the first one that I've gotten out of about 20.
Yes, use a few thousand out, but you were the closest one. So, okay, here's your next one. This is another poster. This is the Black Cat poster. So this is another original poster with a classy design and colouring of Boris Karloff and Bela Lugosi, and a must-have collectible for any vintage horror movie fan.
Yeah.
This went on auction in 2009. I can tell you this is at the auction this was on featured 2 of the most expensive posters ever sold at auction at the time.
Okay, I better give a different answer. One of the most expensive ever sold at the time.
Oh, yes. Okay, gonna get rid of that. Okay. Martin, we have 850, 500, and 800. Wow. I think it's safe to say that David has come to play now, because it's $334,600,
Wow.
which isn't the same money, and it's actually more than the King Kong poster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay. What's your next thing? Oh, you have another poster. Your next poster is this one. This is the original Mummy poster. This is holds the record for the most expensive poster ever auctioned in the world until the Dracula poster sale in 2017.
This one does. The most expensive?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And I can tell you that this poster is more than the cost of the production of the actual film.
Oh, well. Yeah.
All right.
Apparently, it's the last such poster on Earth, and managed to hold the record for a whole 2 decades of being the most expensive. So, let's see what you would all pay for this poster.
I think I went low.
Martin? You think you went low? 2.5?
2.5 million. I went 2.5
2 million.
million. 2.5 million.
David's got 2 and 901. Okay. You thought you went low.
Yeah.
You might be surprised that it's actually
Woo!
478,000.
So that's the most expensive
So
for
there
a
you
long
go.
time.
For 2 decades, that was the most expensive poster ever sold at auction. I'd love to see the face of, say, if it's the guy that went off to the auction and he came back to his missus. What did you do today? I bought this poster. How much was it? $500,000. What the? Could have bought a house. Nut job.
Couple.
Ooh, yeah. Here's your last one.
Oh.
This is Ackerman's Dracula ring from House of Dracula. So, as we probably all recognise, this is Bela Lugosi's ring, one of the most popular Dracula memorabilia of all time. It is featured on many movies, including Abbott, which has Bela Lugosi in House of Frankenstein, and yeah, but it was sold as part of other treasures kept by Forrest Ackerman alongside his personal property. Although it stood out as one of the all-time favorite horror movie memorabilia. This sold at the New York auction in May of 2009.
Did you say 12,009? 2,000.
I believe I did, but let's go with 2009. Wait, actually, no, let's go with 12,000. Let's see if inflation has gone up in the year 12,009.
In the year 12,000?
In the year 12,009, it's worth £2.50.
$1,000.
Is that 1,000?
1,000.
1,000. 2,500 from Martin. And is that 61k you've got there, Martin?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, okay. It is a very expensive ring. It is.
46,000
down. Yes. There you go. So I think we know that Martin spends too much time on eBay. I think he spends too much time on eBay looking through old horror memorabilia.
It looked to me like at the time it was probably junk jewellery that he got at a an old second-hand shop. Goes in and says, "Oh, there's a D on it. That'll do for Dracula."
That'll work.
Yeah.
It might have been. Who knows? Well, at this precise moment in time, it is pretty close between Lord Blood-Rah and Martin. But David, you're not that far behind. Okay. It's time for the new round. This is You Are Out of Order. So I will show you 5 posters for movies released from a certain decade. And I need you to put these films in the order they were released. Just write down the letter of the order you believe to be correct. For instance, A, B, C, D, or E. 5 points per correct film in order. Maximum 25 points per round. 5 rounds in total. The good news is I will be telling you the decade of the films. I wouldn't expect you to try and work it out by 100 plus years worth of film. So just got to put them in the order that you believe them to be. So we will kick things off with 1980s. And that image there, if anybody was wondering, that's Bloody Judge. So here's your first one. Just put them in the order you believe are correct. So A, you have Death Spa. B, you have Deadline. C, you have Ghost Riders. D, you have Julie Darling. And Panic is E. So put them in the order you believe is correct. Good news is you have a minute for this. I thought I'd change up the poster round.
All right. I don't remember any of them coming out.
Wow, that's not a good start at all, is it?
But I do think I want to see Ghost Riders.
Ghost Riders, I believe, is actually on YouTube if you want to watch it.
Yep.
Da, 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 yes. It's tough. Okay. I am going to get rid of it in 10 seconds, gentlemen. So get your answers down, please. All 1980s movies. And that is it. I'm going to come to you first, then, Martin. Let's bring you up on the screen. What do we have, Martin? B, D, E, A, C. Ooh, very, very close. Okay. David, what do you have? What's your answers? B, A, D, E, C. Okay, and Lord Blood-Rah. D, C, E, B, A. You okay? Well, here is the correct order. It is in the correct order. B, E, D, C, A. Deadline came out in 1980. Panic in 1982. Judy Darling also came out in 1982. Ghost Riders came out in 1987. And Death Spa in 1989. So it is David that's got the most points on that one thus far. But
yeah, I got 2.
But it can always change. Here's the next one. This is the 2000s. So from 2000 to 2010. So your first film is Splice. You have 12 Days of Terror, Sliver, Octopus, and Shrooms. Well, Martin, if you did come on to the general knowledge one, the good news is this round would have been there, but obviously not horror films. Okay, Gentimon, it is going now. Okay, I'm going to come to Martin first. What do we have, Martin? DCAEB. Okay. David, what do you have? DBCEA. Okay. Okay, and Lord Blood-Rah, what do you have? CEABD. You're all terrible spellers. That's all I have to say on the matter. So, it is actually Martin who has got 15 points on that one.
Ooh.
It is in the correct order. Dun, 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 dun. Octopus. 2000, 12 Days of Terror, even though it looks like a 1970s poster, actually came out in 2004. Sliver came out in 2006, Shrooms 2007, and Splice 2009. Just in case anybody decides to write anything in the comments, I am going by the listings on IMDb, so do not start doing the YouTube thumbnail thing and start getting all rowdy. So, okay, Lord Blood-Rah, maybe we might be in more of your territory now, because it is 1950s.
Okay.
So we have Teenagers from Outer Space, Snow Creature, The Black Sleep, The Giant Claw, and the Creature with the Atom Brain.
All right.
Now you can see why I give you a minute on this one. Well, the good news, Lord Blood-Rah, even if you don't come first today, you're still going to be in the finals. So, just do whatever you want. You can sit back and relax if you want. Just throw a Hail Mary. Okay, we are getting rid of it now. Okay, let's go to this time. Lord Blood-Rah. CBD. CBD. You saying it's not right before I even gave you the answers?
Well, something dawned on me after I wrote what I wrote, but anyway.
I'm glad you're confident in your answers. That's all I have to say. David. B, D, C, A, and E. Okay, and lastly, Martin. C, D, B, E, A. Oh, it's very close. Very close indeed. Here's your answers. B, Snow Creature was 1954, Creature of the Atom Brain 1955, The Black Sleep 1956, The Giant Claw 1957, and Teenagers from Outer Space in 1959.
Right. When
posters actually looked really good. I mean, there is still some good posters out there, but they're few and far between nowadays. It's literally, here's somebody's head, and what's going on behind it.
Yeah, they don't make them like they used to.
No. Okay, we are heading into the 1960s now. So, you have The Beach Girls and the Monster, The Frozen Dead, The Brain That Wouldn't Die, Children of the Damned, and The Haunted Palace.
They're good looking posters.
They are.
The Haunted Palace looks a bit like West Side Story. The medieval version.
Right.
I was going to say, I can inform you that it's in fact not like West Side Story.
I've still got to see The Brain That Wouldn't Die.
Oh.
I mean, if I saw it when I was a kid, I've forgotten it now.
It's a wonderful film. So incredibly sleazy, and it's basically a guy out there shopping for the perfect body for his girlfriend's disembodied head.
Oh, I've seen a Frankenstein that was like that.
Frankenhooker, right?
No. I think the Andy Warhol one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, right. That is gone.
In fact,
let's see. Sorry, you can carry on talking. I can just write his answers down while you're talking. CADBE. Martin.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, and Martin. Oh, not Martin. That was not Martin. That was Martin. You're David.
Yeah.
A, C, B, E, D. Okay. Who is the close? What? To be fair, Lord Blood-Rah and Martin were pretty close. Here is the correct order.
Ooh, really?
Yeah, The Brain and Wouldn't Die was
Right.
1962, The Haunted Palace 1963, Children of the Damned 1964, The Beach Girls and the Monster 1965, and The Frozen Dead in 1966. Yeah,
Right.
you both nearly got the maximum points on that one, but just a couple in the wrong way. But here we go, last one for you for this round.
Oh, Lord.
It's 1990s. So we have The Burning Moon, Zombie 90, Extreme Pestilence, Attack of the 60-Foot Centerfold, Crystal Force 2, Dark Angel, and Cannibal Roller Babes. All classics that nobody has probably heard of. Da, da, da.
Crystal Force 2. There was a
Yes, Crystal Force
1?
2. Oh, yes, there was. And once you've watched Crystal Force 1, you'll think, how did they make a sequel? Why did they make a sequel?
Why did they make it? The sequel no one asked for.
There's many of those. There's loads of those.
Oh, yes, there are.
Okay, gentlemen, that is that. Let's get rid of it. Let's see what you got. David, you're already here. Let's see what you have. E, A, B, D, C. Okay. Martin. B, E, A, C, D. Okay, and Lord Blood-Rah, we have E, A, B, C, D. You nearly got your alphabet in the right order. Not quite, though.
I'm still working on it. It's a work in progress.
And here is your correct answers, gentlemen. Martin got 20 points on this one. He nearly got the full 25. So, Zombie 90, Extreme Pestilence, 1991, The Burning Moon, 1992, Crystal Force, Dark Angel, 1994,
Jeez.
Attack of the 60-Foot Centerfold, 1995, and Cannibal Roller Babes, 1997. So there we go. Did you all enjoy a trip down memory lane through movie posters you've probably never seen before?
That's a good one.
And don't want to see again.
I don't want to see again.
No, there's a couple there that I do actually want to look. I want to see the 60-foot lady. You know,
60-foot centerfold.
Attack of the centerfold.
Attack of the 60-foot
centerfold.
Yeah. So if I forget the name of that,
yes.
I'll message you after the show, because we've you know, the Attack of the 50-foot woman. That's a bit of an influence in the film I'm currently making. So I want to see theirs, see what they did in theirs.
Oh, all right.
There is loose clothing. I shall just say that there is loose clothing. And we leave it. It's now time for you lot to do some promo work while I tally up the points. My glamorous assistant is not here today because she is currently ill, so I shall do that while you lot are doing your promo stuff. So we'll start with you, Lord Blood-Rah.
Well, my lords and ladies, I am Lord Blood-Rah, host of Lord Blood-Rah's Nerve-Wracking Theater, on which I host the best, worst, and wildest horror and science fiction films ever made. And if you go to lordbloodrah.com, all one word, lordbloodrah.com, you can find where you can catch the show, the TV stations it's on, the streaming stations, see my merch, all the DVDs, T-shirts, various things that I've got out. And by actually Monday, I believe, I'm going to have a special Halloween DVD available, which will be as close as I get to putting a live show on a DVD. It's closer to one of my presentations than it is to one of my the episodes of my show. And it includes Lord Blood-Rah's Tricks and Treats, which are various short films, cartoons, spook show ads, and bits and pieces to put you all in the Halloween mood, featuring Boris Karloff, Bela Lugosi, Vincent Price, and all of our old friends from the world of horror. And the feature film after that is House on Haunted Hill in 3D. And each package will include 2 red-blue 3D glasses. And that'll be coming out, I'm hoping, by Monday. And that's all at lordbloodrah.com.
Okay. Out of curiosity, you've probably been asked this before, but how long have you been doing, or how long have you been Lord Blood-Rah?
Over 10 years. Over 10 years. I started in 2009. I was doing live shows primarily, and then the opportunity arose to do a TV show. I said yes. Didn't own a camera. Didn't have a set. learned how to do it totally on the fly, and now I've got a few stations across the country under my belt and various streaming platforms, and I love it. I love sharing these films that I grew up loving with people who enjoy them. So as long as people keep watching, I'll keep doing it. Of course, no live. I haven't done a live presentation since last year, unfortunately. But yeah, I'll be doing this as long as people watch.
Personally, I would suggest going live. Nothing ever goes wrong when you go live. That's my key thing to say right here.
Oh no, I mean in front of an audience. I mean like a live stage.
Oh, like that. Okay.
In front of an audience. Yeah. No, I've done a couple of streaming things, and that's why I repeatedly say my hat's off to you for doing it as often as you do. Definitely. Oh, can I get one more thing in? I'm very sorry. I also do a convention called Creatures Con. This year, of course, we had to cancel, but next year it'll be coming up in Concord, California, Sunday, August 8th. And this Creatures Con next year will be a celebration of 90 years of the Universal Monsters. Of course, wow. the whole Universal horror cycle started in 1931 with Dracula and Frankenstein coming out in the same year. Imagine that. That's fantastic. And we're going to be celebrating the whole Universal cycle. And our special guest will be journalist David J. Scowl, who does all the documentaries for the Universal DVD releases and has many books out, The Monster Show and Death Makes a Holiday on Halloween. And he'll be our very special guest next year, Sunday, August 8th in Concord, California. Tickets will go on sale sometime within the next couple of months. You can check out creaturescon.com for that. Thank you.
Don't you have a YouTube channel as well?
I do. I don't put a lot up on the YouTube channel because YouTube is notorious for giving you copyright hits where none exist. Yep. And that drives me nuts. The very first copyright hit I got on my YouTube channel was for my theme song, which I wrote and performed. And
you copyright striked yourself.
Yeah, it copyright struck me, and I was like, no, I wrote this, and they, of course, took it off. But anyway, I do very little on YouTube. I'll put bits and pieces up from time to time.
Okay, awesome. So yes, check out all of that. We will head over to another villain.
Yeah,
it's David Black.
Hey, well, all of my time's been going into making a film at the moment called Toxic Alien Zombie Babes from Outer Space. Now, we've just brought out the trailer for it, and Starburst magazine have got the trailer on there, a little article on that at the moment. So there's a little bit of a shout out to Martin. But yeah, all of my time's going on that, and it probably will right through to at least the end of November. So no other news there. You can catch all of my short films and music videos on my YouTube channel. But aside from that, all my time's just going into this crazy feature.
Well, wish you the best of luck with that. Martin is back.
Yay.
Martin,
sorry.
Oh, do I have a second just to nick off and I'll come back in a tick?
You can indeed, yes. Martin will be doing some promo stuff, so feel free.
Yeah.
Martin, you missed a shout out from David about Starburst.
Sorry. I was topping up the liquid. But thank you, David.
Yes. So
right.
It's your time to do some promo stuff now.
Thank you very much. As hinted at, I'm the assistant editor of Starburst magazine, the longest running magazine of sci-fi, horror, fantasy, cult, everything like that. The latest issue is on sale at the moment. That's the glorious cover. And we cover all sorts. This was the top 100 sci-fi films of all time, and space, obviously. We are currently in the middle of a deadline, so I'm taking a bit of a break to do this. We're putting it to press on Monday. So it's all getting put together at the moment, which we're all still doing it remotely at the moment, which is a bit of a nightmare, but we're managing it. In the next issue, I can probably exclusively reveal, even though I'll probably get told off for this, it's 31 terrible scares. So it's a very horror-based, and it's well worth checking out. And we also do a festival, which we did manage to do one this year just before lockdown, literally the week before everything locked down. And we had Lawrence R. Harvey, Graham Humphreys, who obviously you've had on the show many times, and Emma Dark turned up and show a lot of independent films. We champion independent films a lot, as David would know. And it's a great fun couple of days. Next year's in doubt because of the COVID thing, but we'll be back. We'll be back with that. It's a lot of fun.
So is it usually the same sort of time each year?
Yeah, usually the March time, usually around St. Patrick's Day. We try to give people something else to do. A different excuse to get drunk.
Okay, gentlemen, do you want to talk about anything else? David is currently disappeared. As you can see, he has Thanos'd away. He's no longer here. He will return, though. He's gone to the toilet, I believe. I'll tell you what I will do, though. While we're here, we can plug We Belong Dead's Spotlight on Horror book, which there is 500 of these, and I believe they are pretty much nearly sold out. But if you go to that website there, you can hopefully pick yourself up a copy before they end up all on eBay and people are charging silly amounts of money for them. And as Martin previously mentioned then, the cover there is by Graham Humphreys. I have an article in there. In fact, here is the very book itself. There we go.
Very nice.
That was good time. That was good timing, David. I was running out of stuff to say. So now you've all done your bit of promo stuff. Thank you for that. Hopefully everybody will check out all your various links and projects that you got out going. And now it's time to get pen to paper again, because it is general scary knowledge. Once again, thank you to the actor Martin W. Payne for providing these questions for today. Normally I do them, but Martin decided to step in, which was very kind of him, so that was good. So this round is exactly as it sounds. It's general knowledge. A series of questions will be asked, and you have to write your answer down on your piece of paper. 10 questions, 5 points per correct answer. Everybody understand?
All right.
Yeah.
Pretty simple. It's like being back at school again, I know. So your first one is...
I didn't study for this.
I gave you 2 weeks advance. You should have sing you out the class.
That's the recurring nightmare.
So no, not again. Flashbacks. So Your first question is 108 Ocean Avenue, New York is the address of which house? 108 Ocean Avenue, New York is the address of which house? Do not just put down it's the address of 108 Ocean Avenue, because that would be silly.
Okay.
It's a famous house. I can give you a clue if you want one.
Yes, please.
Or not. The clue is the owners of this house now have removed the iconic windows because they were fed up of tourists constantly coming up to their house. So that might give you a clue as to what house it might be. Personally, I hope that they kept the windows like in the basement somewhere, because the house just looks boring now. It just looks like a normal house. Doesn't look like it's supposed to. So let's see what you got. So let's go to Lord Blood-Rah first.
I wrote Amityville
What
with a
do you look to
question
be?
mark, but then when you gave the clue, I thought, nope, I'm right. I think I'm right.
I will tell you in a moment. Martin, what do we have?
I misspelt, but
I misspelled
It doesn't make
too.
a difference. I knew what. I have to make notes. I know what you meant. We don't deduct points for spelling mistakes here. That's next series. David.
I originally wrote
And
Ghostbusters,
yes, you.
but
No, that's the firehouse.
when you said the windows and then talked about the basement, that's when I changed mine.
I thought as soon as I say the windows, most people would get it. Yes, it is the Amityville Horror House, site in N74 of a gruesome mass murder that spawned the movie and book franchise. Or the address is actually different than where the murders actually happened. Yes, the new owners took out the iconic windows. Are just box standard rectangle windows now. Just like a boring building.
Yeah.
But I understand why they did it, because you probably get fed up of random people standing on your garden every day, waking up. It's like paparazzi. So your next question is, who is Richard Bachman? Who is Richard Bachman?
I don't know what to write.
Just write a name. Any name. Who knows? Your stab in the dark might be correct.
All right.
Yes, as I said, Martin has stepped up the game for the questions as we're heading towards the final. I said normally I do all the general knowledge questions and everything, but he decided to step in and do these. So if the questions are too hard, you know who to blame. His name is Martin W. Payne. You can find him on Facebook if you need to say anything. Just let you know. So let's see what you got. Let's go. It's going to be a way around this time. Dave. Count Yorga Vampire. Okay. Martin. Stephen King and Lord Blood-Rah.
Stephen King.
Stephen King it is. It is indeed Stephen King. 7 novels.
I had no idea that he changed his name.
Yeah, this is one of his pen names. He wrote 7 novels with it. So there you go. Next one for you. How many pieces of film were edited together to make the shower scene in Psycho?
Oh.
I know, very specific question. How many pieces of film were edited together to make the shower scene in Psycho? I will accept answers around about 5 each side. So if you're 5 out either way, I'll accept the answer.
Yeah.
Be an editor's nightmare, especially back then. what is your drink of choice for tonight, then, Martin?
Whiskey and lemonade in a pint glass.
What was in your what was in your drinking vessel, Lord Blood-Rah?
I might as well tell you, it's just water. It's 1 in the afternoon here. I don't want to keep my brain straight. I'm saving the wine for later.
And David, what was in your drink? Was this a cup of coffee, tea?
Just coffee. I mean, it's first thing in the morning. I really should have had, you know, a really big coffee, you know, like instead of just a normal coffee cup, like a Stein.
Yeah.
I used to drink it from the Stein years ago.
I appreciate everybody coming on, especially the people who come in from Australia, because they have to get up at crazy hours of the morning to come onto this. Was it like 6 o'clock in the morning for you? Something like that?
I had to get up at 5.
Oh, wow.
There you go. See?
Well, I was on...
It goes to show how much he wants to be on the quiz, you see. He's determined to get up that early. And I thank him for it.
Wow.
I thought that I'd acclimatise because I was on another podcast yesterday and had to get up about 5 o'clock too. But no, it just made it harder. All I did yesterday was I was totally brain dead, went to sleep for half the day, missed my 1 hour corridor where we're allowed out to go shopping. We're under very strict, we're in stage 4 lockdown here.
Right.
So, yeah, allowed out for up to an hour a day and can go out once a day to go shopping. And I slept through. And because we're under curfew, by the time I woke up, it was like dark outside. And I thought, oh, my God, we're under curfew.
Oh, wow.
Oh, dear. So, as let's see what you got first then, David. How many bits do you think? 100. Okay.
I actually saw the answer to this just 3 nights ago and forgot, but I remember it was a lot.
Yeah.
It was something like 3 days of taping for one scene.
95. You have 100 and it's okay. And Martin, what do you think it is?
I can't remember the name of the film that they made about it.
51. I can't remember what it's called either. I was trying to remember it when I started reading the question out. But the answer is, in fact, 78.
Oh.
So I would have said anywhere between 75 and 80. It is 78 bits of film were edited together. Insane. So sticking
give
with
everybody
Psycho,
a point.
actually, Bernard. What?
Give everyone a point.
A lot. Sticking with Psycho, Bernard Herrmann composed the music for the shower scene called "The Murder." And how many other Hitchcock films? So basically, the question is, how many Hitchcock movies did Bernard Herrmann do the music for?
Oh.
How many films did Hitchcock bring out?
I cannot tell you the answer because that might actually be a question later on. It's not, but I'll use it for next week.
He started in silent films, didn't he? I believe. Yeah.
Bernard Herrmann.
No, yeah, composing music for silent films.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, let's see what we have then, gents. Any number.
3.
What do we have?
3.
3. Martin. 4. David, 5, perhaps? Might as well go up.
20.
20. Cripes. Herman was busy that day. No, it was in fact 6. It was only 6.
Ooh.
The Trouble with Harry, 1950. The Man Who Knew Too Much, 1956. The Wrong Man, 1956. Vertigo, 1958. North by Northwest, 1959. And Marnie of 1963. He was also the sound consultant, but not the composer, on The Birds, 1963. There we go. So, I should have mentioned it. He also scored Torn Curtain, but the score didn't get used. So there you go. Is your next one. How many episodes of The Twilight Zone were there? So this is the Rod Serling Twilight Zone. How many episodes? So between 1959 and 1964.
Oh.
So 5 it would have been, yeah, five series it would have been. Oh, what? I don't know what movie you're on about, Paul Franklin. Paul Franklin put a comment to say great movie, but I don't know what movie he was on about because I only just seen the comment, so this might have been a while ago. It was any of the movies. Maybe whether he was on about Attack of the Centerfold Lady. Maybe he's on about that one. Such a great movie that nobody remembers. If you're still watching, Paul, put the answer of the movie that you was on about in the comments. So let's have a look. I'm going to come to Martin last because his job's on the line if he gets this question wrong. Did I not tell you? My bad. Lord of Blood-Rah.
79.
79. Okay, David. 120. And Martin.
120.
Oh, 120 as well. Well, the good job is, Martin, the boss isn't watching this, so you'll be fine. So it's 156 episodes.
Oh.
He wrote and co-wrote 92 of them. Yeah, 156. That's a lot. And the movie that Paul Franklin was referring to was Psycho. I presume you mean the original Psycho, not the one with... I can't remember what his name is. Who's the guy that was in the remake? No, Vince Vaughn.
Yes.
Yes, that classic remake. Okay, next one for you. In 2018, who filed a lawsuit against Roger Corman to prevent the trade of his film collection? In 2018, who filed a lawsuit against Roger Corman to prevent the trade of his film collection? Just sticking with Psycho, has anybody seen the original pilot episode for the Bates Motel series from the 80s? Well, 80s/90s.
No?
Yeah, there was originally going to be a TV series in the 80s, 90s called Bates Motel. Only one episode was done. It was a pilot episode. I believe you can find it on YouTube if you want to watch it. It's not actually that bad, as far as making a series from the film. Okay, let's see. Let's go this way around. David, what do you have? Who do you believe filed a lawsuit against Roger Corman? That explains where he got all his money from. Okay, Lord of Blood-Rah.
Literally no idea, but I like David's answer. I have no idea.
Okay, so do you want to stick with no idea, or do you want to go with Donald Trump?
I'll go with Mike Pence.
Oh yeah, why not? Why not? Yeah.
Why not?
Okay, Martin, who have you got? Joe Biden? Oh no, we have. Oh, it wasn't far off. He's got Joe Dante. It is actually his sons, Roger Martin Corman and Brian Corman. They both filed a lawsuit to stop his films being traded, but they later dropped the lawsuit. That must suck though to have your own kids taking you to court over your stuff.
Oh, they must have thought it was their inheritance.
Probably
because like they'll get residuals after he passes on, But if he sells it now, he takes the money and he goes off and enjoys himself from his work, and they get nothing.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
That's just a guess.
Mm. Well, that's all the information I have on that one. So, next question for you. Incubus from 1966, an art house movie directed by Leslie Stevens, starred which lead male better known for his out-of-this-world acting? Incubus from 1966, an art house movie directed by Leslie Stevens, starred which lead male better known for his out-of-this-world acting? Male, I will reiterate, male, not female. He did not have a cross-dressing party halfway through. Though he probably did one of the episodes. Out of this world acting. Okay, I can give you a slight clue if you want for this one.
Yeah.
He's recently released an album. He's recently released an album.
Oh, Ozzy Osbourne.
There's an act. Oh no, he's released an album, but it's not him.
No, it's a bit before Black Sabbath time.
Just a tad. So Martin, we'll go with you first. Who do you believe it to be? William Shatner.
That sounds good.
Jack Nicholson. I'd love to hear a Jack Nicholson album. That'd be weird.
William Shatner.
And William Shatner, yes, William Shatner. I believe this is one of his new albums. I think it's cover versions of stuff that is out at the moment. I haven't heard of any of it, but I think we can all probably tell how good it is.
I watched a film of his yesterday that I had no idea existed, but he played Alexander the Great. Yes. And Adam West, who plays Batman, was in it too.
Right. I saw that. I saw that on YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it on YouTube yesterday.
Yeah. It was a pilot for a TV series. Could you imagine that?
Oh, I did notice one thing about it. The way they did William Shatner as Alexander the Great with the makeup and the lighting was very much the same as the big Alexander the Great movie 20 years later. I forgot, the guy with the long hair that looked like he was, that dies when he goes up against an elephant or something. It was a big blockbuster. Sure. I've just forgotten everything about it, except I'm looking at it and thinking, my God, the William Shatner version of Alexander the Great, this is what he took as, influence. And the people that did lighting and the people that did makeup, they've all sort of looked at it and said, yeah, I like that version. Yet I looked at it and I thought, that's the worst version I've ever seen.
Here is your next one, gentlemen. When was the Cabinet of Dr. Caligari released? The year. You don't have to give me the precise date. You can give me the precise date if you know it, but when was the Cabinet of Dr. Caligari released? David shot his answer down there. He seemed very confident. Let's see how confident he is. Ooh, interesting. Okay.
I'm right, give or take 50 years.
1925?
1925.
That's too late,
and
isn't
Martin.
It? Although I believe it was made in 1919.
It was made in 1919, but released in 1920. It was February 26th, 1920 was when it was released. So 5 points to David and Martin.
Yay, now I've got 5 all up.
Okay, let's try this one then. According to Rotten Tomatoes' top 10 horror films of all time, which was the most horrific decade in the 20th century? According to Rotten Tomatoes' top 10 horror films of all time, which was the most horrific decade in the 20th century? So obviously just put 70s, 80s, whatever you think it is. And that wasn't a clue.
I can only guess.
Okay. Have you got an answer, Martin, or you have this look on your face of you look like you was going through the list in your mind?
I always do that.
What do you have?
Oh no, there was lots of good stuff.
Okay, what do you have, David?
Oh,
40s.
going for the classics.
Okay, and
Yeah,
Lord Blood-Rah.
I thought 80s. I thought 80s as well.
It is, in fact, the 1930s. King Kong was rated number 5, The Bride of Frankenstein's number 8, and Frankenstein in number 10. There are also 4 films from the 2010s, but that's the 21st century, and those ones are Us, Get Out, A Quiet Place, and The Babadook. So 1930s was the correct answer for that. Okay, should be a nice easy one for you. Who directed The Silence of the Lambs? That's it. That's actually a question. Who directed The Silence of the Lambs? I know it's quite surprising when you think about it. The top 10 horror films of all time, but then when you think about it a bit more, it does make sense.
It does. The classics came out in the 30s. Yeah.
Yeah, but most people don't think of them these days.
Yeah, it's sad.
No,
that's what
I just thought the 40s because it was interrupted by a great big war.
Yeah.
But the 30s, I've always thought of, isn't that the universal horror movie era?
Right.
That's the bit we all love.
Right.
But anyway, like all these top 10 lists, they are subject to your own belief into what they actually are. So let's go with you first, David. Let's see what you have. Who directed The Silence of the Lambs? Anthony Hopkins directed The Silence of the Lambs. Yes, my father, Anthony Hopkins. Yes, he directed it. He's not my father, just to clarify. Lord Blood-Rah.
Ed Wood. I cannot think of it to save
No.
my soul.
Ed Wood directed The Silence of the Lambs.
Wouldn't that be wonderful?
I would love to see that version.
Oh, I hate it.
It'd be a very different film.
I could not think of
Martin.
it to save my life. There it is.
That's the guy. There he is.
Yep.
Jonathan Demme. Yes, there we go.
Could not think of it.
Yes. Silence of the Lambs is one of only 3 films to win the Academy Award for Best Picture, Best Director, Best Actor, Best Actress, and Best Screenplay. There we go. Fun little fact for you. The other 2 were, in fact, It Happened One Night and One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. The other 2. Okay, so that's Martin. You are racing ahead with things, but it's still all to play for. It's still all to play for currently. This is the round that people seem to not like, though. So in this country, I don't know if there's like a version in America or in Australia. We have a show called Countdown, where scrambled up letters will appear on the screen, and people have to work out what they are. Martin is screwing up his face. No, don't worry, Martin. You do not win a teapot at the end of this. He's not excited to do this one.
No.
So it is called Scrambled Brains. So movie titles have all got mixed up. All you have to do is unscramble letters to get the correct title. 5 points per correct answer. 30 seconds will be on the clock. I will give you a clue for this. These are all movies that contain 2 words in their film titles. That is your only clue you will get. And your time begins now. Do 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 do. I couldn't use the actual time. So it could be from any decade. 2-word film titles. Obviously, do use all the letters that are on the screen. People do seem to manage to get extra letters somehow. I don't know how they do it, but Loosely Whelp. this is basically how this round usually goes. Everybody goes deadly silent. I don't know why. I don't know why this one becomes the really serious. This one becomes the really serious one. I don't know why. No, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. Okay, gentlemen, your time is up. Do we have any answers?
That make
Not
any
from Martin.
sense? No.
David? No.
Sort of half an answer.
No. Oh, okay.
I
So
got Puzzly Wheels. Is that a
help
film?
at. You've got what? What have you got?
Puzzly Wheels. Puzzly Wheels.
Ah,
It's about
yes.
a possessed,
Yes.
car possessed by the demon Puzzly. No one? No, anyway.
Ah, yes.
Okay,
I
go
remember.
on.
I remember
Go on.
this. Yes. Yes. I want to see
Oh, Lord.
Puzzly Wheels now. Can somebody make
Puzzly
Puzzly Wheels now? So, Loosely Whelp is in fact
Sleepy Hollow.
Of course it is.
Sleepy
easy when you
Hollow, 1919. It is. It's even easier on this side because I have the power, control everything.
That's what's so frustrating about it. When you see it, it's like,
So-
of course that's what it is.
So here's your next one. Earphone Gap. Feel free to make up your own new movie title if you want. It's not the correct answer, but who knows? Hilarity will ensue. There is only 2 more rounds after this, and those who are familiar with this will know what one of them potentially is. Earphone.
Are they well-known films? Oh, I'm out of coffee.
Yeah. They are well-known films. Martin, do you think this is what the Channel 4 studios are like when they're recording Countdown? This just deadly quiet.
Less swearing going on in the head. Yeah.
It is gone now, gentlemen. Do we have any answers for this one?
Nope.
Hate Garphone. Hate Garphone.
I was going to go with one
It
ear,
is.
whatever the rest of the things. The orphanage.
The Orphanage.
It's the orphanage from 2007. What was your answer going to be, Lord Blood-Rah? So about an ear?
One ear something.
Not as far as the.
Yeah, all right. Might as well. Oh.
Here is your next one. Fottle Farm. Welcome to Fottle Farm. To be fair, if you don't get this one, I completely understand because I completely forgot this film came out. So yes, on the 18th of September, one of the, well actually 2 of these gents that are on your screen at the moment could potentially be going on to the Night of Champions. Lord Blood-Rah is already there, ready to face the rest of his competition.
You wouldn't
Will
know
it
it
be
by how I'm
David
doing today,
Martin
though.
joining him? Or
No,
potentially is Lord Blood-Rah racing ahead? Who knows? I know. Do we have any answer for this one, gentlemen?
Nope.
To Pelham. To Pelham.
There were letters left over. You can trade them for another film name.
There you go.
Oh, it's like Scrabble. I can put them back in the bag and pick some new ones. Thank you. That's very kind of you.
Yeah.
It was in fact the Platform.
Oh, yeah.
2019. completely forgot this film came out. This one should be pretty easy to mix up.
Oh, that's easy.
It's Crêpe J'esprit. Yes, that French film. Crêpe J'esprit.
I know it. I know it. I'm not telling you. Everybody got it.
Well, we will find out in a memento. Okay, it is gone. Let's go to Lord Blood-Rah first. It seems very confident with it. What did you have?
No, creeps with a whole bunch of other letters left over. No, I have no idea.
Okay. Martin, what did you have?
Oh!
Where did you get those peepers? It is... David, what do you have? It is indeed Jeepers Creepers. Where did you get those peepers?
Yes, okay.
There you
I thought
go.
it was a Scarecrow movie.
Okay. Ooh. Last one. You'll be glad to hear. Donate the. There we go. Paul in comments got it. He got a Jeepers Creepers as well, but will he get this one? Okay, gentlemen, that is your time up on that one. Let's see what we have. You'll be glad to hear that was the last of the countdown round. What do we have, if anything?
Nope.
Nothing.
No.
I tried the tenant, but then I realised there was nobody else, no O in it.
No, it is Death Note.
Ah!
I didn't even get the right.
The American remake Death Note from 2017. So there we go. You'll be glad to hear that was the end of that round. And as always with that round, it always goes exceptionally well. Nobody really gets any points in that round.
Oh, I got one.
But
that's right.
Yeah, you got some. We got points on the board, so that's a good thing. So I was
1 point.
going to change. I was going to change this next round up a little bit because we was going to have 5 people. Of course, we've only got 3, so it is slightly changed to the original plan. But it is quick draw. Yes, it's one of my favourite rounds that I look forward to. So today, because there's 3 of you. Normally, I put you into teams, but we won't be doing that today. So it will be a case of one of you will be drawing. The other 2 will close their eyes. The one who has their eyes still open, I will show you a movie. You need to draw that movie without using words or numbers. After the 30 seconds is up, you show the picture on the screen, and the other 2 remaining have to say their name and guess what it is. They have 30 seconds to guess it. There is no, usually it would be a case of being in teams, you get 10 points, maybe go to the 5 people one, but we don't have that today, so we'll start with Lord Blood-Rah. Lord Blood-Rah, you can be our first drawer for today.
Alrighty.
So Martin and David, can you close your eyes, please? I shall get your film for you, Lord Blood-Rah. So let's start off with this. Okay, so your 30 seconds begins now. So you look now, gents. So
yeah,
Lord Blood-Rah will be doing a drawing, and in 30 seconds' time, he will finish. And when he's finished, I will bring him up on the big screen. you will then both have 30 seconds to try and work out what he's drawn. Just shout out your name and what you believe the answer is. Pretty simple. You all get to do drawings 3 times, so I hope you've all got your masterclass of drawing on today. Martin, what's your drawings like?
Bobbins.
Excellent. Something to look forward to. 5 seconds remaining, Lord Blood-Rah. Okay, that is it. Let's bring him up. Okay. Ready? 30 seconds begins now. Yep, begin. Ping.
David,
why
the
have you drawn a
birds.
penguin? It's March of the Penguins.
Yes.
Oh, he guessed it. So it's not Hitchcock the bird.
Keep going. No, it's not the birds. Keep going.
Martin Godzilla.
That's not Godzilla. Godzilla doesn't have a beak. No, Ghidorah has a beak, doesn't he? No. Lord, it's not Lord Ghidorah.
I don't think they think much of your drawing there, Lord Blood-Rah.
Neither do I. So it's.
Bye, Birdie.
Okay. Well, strange enough, it is indeed bye, Birdie.
Yes.
Oh, you didn't have to.
So I got it.
It is indeed.
Oh.
It's the Raven.
Oh no.
It was.
But ravens are black.
I should have colored it in.
This isn't. This is the very rare albino raven.
Albino raven. I
very rarely seen.
Damn thing in. Oh well.
Okay, I'm going to leave Martin till last because he hasn't done this before. So, David, you get to do some drawing now. So, Lord Blood-Rah and Martin, please look away from the screen.
Look.
For you, David. Okay, let's get rid of that.
Are we back?
Yeah, you can look again now.
Yeah, all right. Got it.
Welcome.
You never guess it.
You didn't even want the whole 30 seconds. Okay.
Blood-Rah.
Eyes without a face. Martin, eyes without a face.
Ah. That's what I was going to say.
Well done, Martin. It is indeed eyes without a face. There you go.
I didn't think anyone would get it, but then again, I was thinking about me. I wouldn't have gotten it.
Yeah, I said Blood-Rah, but I didn't blurt out that.
No, sorry, dude.
Okay, so Martin, it's now time. You've laughed and giggled at everybody else's drawings. Now it's time for everybody else to laugh and giggle at your drawings, I'm afraid. So, Lord Blood-Rah and David, please close your eyes. Okay, what should we give you? Let's give you this one. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okie dokie.
We're back?
Okay, gents, you can look again now. You are back. I haven't put you on solo there, isn't it, David? It's scary.
You wouldn't want to.
Your time is up now, Martin. So let's bring Martin up on the screen. So, gentlemen, this is for you, David and Lord
Blood-Rah. Blood-Rah, Rosemary's Baby.
It is indeed a Rosemary's Baby.
Yeah,
there we
perfect.
Go. Excellent.
That's damn near the poster. Well done.
Yes, pretty much. Just draw the poster. It's the easiest thing to do.
Just draw the poster. Wonderful.
Yep.
Yes.
Graham would be shaking in his boots.
So,
I would have needed a picture of Anton LaVey to guess that.
So, just to have a peek behind the scenes, what I usually do for this round is I bring up a movie title and I figure if I can draw something for it, everybody else can. It's not entirely true the majority of the time. People come up with very strange things, but
like albino ravens.
So let's see what albino ravens. Yes. So Lord Blood-Rah, this one's for you. So Martin and David, please close your eyes. You can have this one.
Okay.
Okay. Make it disappear. Okay, your 30 seconds begins now.
I can look.
Look again now, gents. You can
Hey!
I believe Martin is currently looking for the next cover for the next issue of Stargirl, so hopefully we can come up with that together here. We shall see what
you can use the poster for Toxic Alien Zombie Babes from Outer Space.
It'd be a sellout.
Yeah.
Quite
actually, it would be. Well, it's good artwork.
No, it's fun. It's fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, problem is I can't get to the news agency because we're locked in. Yeah. But I can watch it. I can see the online version.
This is the time up.
Good luck, fellas.
30 seconds, gentlemen.
Martin, Isle of the Dead.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Well done.
Great film.
Go.
I feel redeemed
you pretty
from
much
my albino raven.
Fantastic representation.
You pretty much. You're pretty much drawn what I draw when I was having a go at doing it, so
Is that right?
all good. So David,
I came close.
Another one for you. So Martin and Lord Blood-Rah, please close your eyes. David, this one is for you. You can have you can have this one. Okay. Make it disappear. And your time begins now. You can look again now, gents. Well, the good thing was there was actually supposed to be, as I mentioned earlier, there were supposed to be 5 people here today, so there's actually 10 films to draw, but
do we have to do all 10?
So I have an extra. I have an extra one from. I'm one step ahead for my next quiz. So there you go. So
More Blood-Rah Horror Express.
David. Yes.
Blood-Rah Horror
Yes,
Express.
it is. It is indeed.
How many train movies, right?
Well, what's the train to be?
Yeah, exactly.
How many horror train movies?
I wouldn't have had a clue how to do Train to Busan.
Yeah, well, Train to Busan. Yeah.
Okay, who do we have next? It's Martin again, I believe. It is Martin again. Yes, so David and Lord Blood-Rah, please look away. Okay, Martin. Your time begins now.
So I can look
again now, gents. You can indeed. Ooh. One round remaining after this. And it's a new one.
Ooh, one of the new ones.
Do we keep our clothes on? He's not answering. I might accidentally knock over the camera.
Okay, Martin, your time is up. So let's bring Martin up. Martin, your time's up. Stop drawing extra stuff.
This is Bobbins, so
That's pretty interesting.
Robot
Blood-Rah
penis.
Son of Frankenstein?
No, not Son of Frankenstein.
Oh, it is a Frankenstein, isn't it? So, oh, and he's got Superman's undies. So, I don't know.
Time's nearly up, gentlemen.
The Wizard of Oz.
Ah, that famous horror film, The Wizard of Oz.
No, it's the Tin Man.
Blood-Rah, the incontinence of Frankenstein. I don't know. Is that a diaper? It looks like a diaper.
I like what you're calling it, but it is in fact young
Oh, it was a diaper.
Oh, why did I think of that?
He even drew a dummy for you as well.
Well, that's supposed to be it.
Yeah, that's why I said son, and young just didn't enter my head. Oh.
Well, fair, we have done exceptionally well so far with everybody getting the film. So we shall see how we go for the last turn around. So Lord Blood-Rah is your last chance to draw for today. So David and Martin, please close your eyes and look away. We shall give you... let's give you this one.
Already?
Have you seen the film?
Never heard of it.
Excellent. This is going to go. This is going to go well. Okay, you can look again now, gents. So, Martin, are you still thinking maybe I should have been on the general knowledge one? Are you still on that break?
It's getting half and half. I'm doing better than I expected.
5 seconds remaining, Lord Blood-Rah. Oh, just because Martin hasn't been here before. Martin, here is the budget for the clock. We have an egg timer. That is the clock. I could have used anything else, but I broke the bank and brought an egg timer.
It's physical.
So exactly. So let's bring up Lord Blood-Rah and see what we have. Bear in mind, he has not heard of this. Ooh,
so you got lips, you got a 5, you got an arm that's cut and bleeding. It's a Jackson 5 movie. Okay. It's to do with Michael Jackson's surgery. Plastic surgery.
No one else
don't think they're confident in your drawing here, Lord Blood-Rah.
The 5 Lips of Blood.
Yes, that's yellow film. 5 Lips of Blood.
Yeah.
It is. Anybody want to have a guess?
Just Lips of Blood.
Reveal?
The genre lab.
So what was the 5 there
Lips
for?
of Blood.
It's not a 5. Those are 2 eyes and a nose, and the one eye and the nose just happened to make a 5. I was looking at it. Where's the 5? What are you talking about? 5? Oh yeah, it's a 5. Sorry, the 5 was misleading.
Yes.
Lips of Blood.
So
David should have a point for that at least.
Martin is the.
No, I've never even heard of Lips of Blood.
I haven't either.
Oh, there you go. So it's just have you seen it, Martin?
Can we share it?
Yeah, it's classic.
There you go. It's two of us. We got 50-50.
Yeah.
It's French.
Okay. It is indeed. Very good. David, last chance for you to draw. So Martin and Lord Blood-Rah, please close your eyes and look away. Here we go, David. This is for you.
Okay.
And your time begins now. You can look again now, gents.
This one, from what I'm drawing, is not going to be easy to guess. But when he tells you, then you'll say, yeah, it was. It's just too vague.
Okay.
Martin the Blob.
You didn't want the rest. Oh, no.
It's just too vague a word to use.
Is it, though?
The Blood-Rah, the fog?
No.
Oh, then I've really drawn it badly.
Martin, the stink of
15
flesh.
seconds.
Oh!
Oh, no.
That's a fantastic
No, it's not
guess.
that either, I'm afraid.
That's a fantastic guess.
10 seconds remaining.
Oh, I'm sorry I stuck you guys up with this one. I didn't do it on purpose. I promise. Just because I'm losing doesn't mean I don't want you to get it.
And it is Inferno.
Oh.
It is Inferno.
Now, if it had been the Towering Inferno, I could have drawn, you know.
Well, that's
great
not a horror
building.
film, though, is it, David? We can't have that. That's
Oh,
what
it's horrific.
yeah, to be fair, that is what I did draw for when I was doing it. I just drew the building on fire. It's an Inferno.
Yeah, but if I'd drawn a building on fire, everyone would have said Towering Inferno, so I just drew fire, but it's just too vague.
Well, they would have all been wrong.
But they're not supposed to be wrong, I
last...
suppose.
Lord Blood-Rah and David, close your eyes. Martin is the person that gets to do the last drawing for this week. Okay.
We can look back at the screen.
You can indeed. Going by Martin's face, he looked very confident in this.
Yeah.
Da-da. Oh, okay. So let's see what Martin has drawn for you, gents. See.
Okay. There's a cage and there's some. Oh, the ring. The ring. Oh, David Black.
I will accept that. I will accept that. It is a Ringu, but I will accept the ring. So there we go.
I was going to try and draw a penguin. But...
we had
Tamara,
we had
the ring.
We had the penguin on the first round. That's where Lord Blood-Rah was drawing that. Different film.
Yeah.
Okay, so would you like to know the points before we go into the final round? Because in this next round, it could all very much change very, very quickly. Or just like to go in blind. It's completely up to you.
We're not going to be so far behind.
Let's go in blind.
Going blind?
All right. No.
Okay.
Let's see the numbers. Let's see the numbers. Blood-Rah must be ahead.
No. I'm sure I'm not ahead.
Well,
yeah, I'm sure
I can tell you that I can tell one of you are third, one of you is second, one of you is first. That's all I can tell you because nobody wants to know.
That's pretty cool.
Except for that's it. That's it.
Right.
Okay.
I would never against that.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Final round.
Oh, game's over.
Game over. So the final round, and this is an elimination game. I will give you a subject, and I need you to say things in that subject. We will go around one at a time until only. Yep, until only one remains on the screen. No, that's very different type of elimination. So you will get 10 points if you are the first person to be eliminated, 15 points for the next person to be eliminated, and the one remaining will get 20 points. So all to play for in this one. We will just keep going around until we have nobody left on the screen apart from me. So
wait, I'm sorry. What do we do?
First subject
sorry.
for today. Oh, so literally, what will happen is I'm going to say a subject. Could be anything. I could say, for instance, I don't know, Stephen King movies.
Okay.
And we would just keep going around. So Martin would say one, then you would say one, David would say, and we would keep going around until one of you got eliminated, and we keep doing that until the last person. So it's basically a little elimination. We got to do this 3 times for 3 different subjects. Ooh. So 10 points for the first person who gets eliminated, 15 for the next one, and 20 for the first one remaining. So a lot of points to play for. Do we all understand?
Yes.
Yep.
Nope. Excellent. Okay, let's begin. So your first subject, let me just bring up my page because I will need a page as well. So your first subject is going to be movies starring John Carradine.
Hey.
So we will start with David because he is currently the lowest. So David,
yeah,
begin. Name
Kung
a
Fu.
movie starring John Carradine.
Kung Fu.
Lord Blood-Rah.
House of Dracula.
Martin.
The Monster Club.
David.
I can't think of another one. I've seen a lot of them and I can't think of one. I'm sorry, I'm out.
Well, no, hang on. You might not be out. Just to help you out a bit. He has 352 acting credits, so I imagine we'll probably get through this pretty quick. But just in case everybody's watching, we're going to be here until 12 o'clock till we get through the 352 films. So
the 7 Golden Samurai. The 7 Golden Samurai.
7 Golden. Was he in? What year are we looking at? I'm saying about 70s. I'm going to say he's not in that. I would be correct. He is not in that. So
he wasn't in Kung Fu
David,
either.
we will have to remove him from the screen currently. I know, but I thought I'd leave him on for a bit. So, Lord Blood-Rah.
Yep.
Well, you know, it's a new round. It's to break people in easily. It's nice.
The Black Sleep.
So, the Black Sleep. Okay, Martin.
Blood of Dracula's Castle.
Blood of Dracula's Castle. Is it known as anything else? Probably. Most of these films are. Blood of Dracula's Castle. If you can't guess, I'm looking through his IMDb. It's going to be a very long list. Blood of...
It was early 70s.
Okay. Lord Blood-Rah.
Everything you wanted to know about sex, but were afraid to ask.
Good one.
He was indeed in that. I remember that one. Yes. Yeah. A classic in its own right. Yeah. Martin. Obviously, I can accept, you know, even bit parts. You know, like he's literally in it for a couple of.
Does it have to be a horror film?
Films as well. Doesn't have to be a horror film. It can be any film. No, it could be anything.
Hound of the Baskervilles.
Hound of the Baskervilles. So we are looking 1950 something. Somewhere around there.
It was the Basil Rathbone one, I think.
Oh, we are going back then. Back. Yes, you are correct. 1939. That's how far I had to scroll back. Lord Blood-Rah.
Billy the Kid versus Dracula.
Oh,
I know he's in that one. So yes, continue. Martin.
Johnny Guitar.
Ooh, there's an obscure one. What's that? That is 1970 something, I think.
50s, I think.
Could be wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going that far back, are we? Because I know there was a remake. Yeah. So 1950. Ooh. Why did I pick the person with the most credits to be the first one?
You get a rod for your own back there.
Yeah.
I know. It's got to be on here somewhere. Christ, he's busy in 1959. Did you say Johnny Guitar, didn't you?
Yeah.
Ooh, I can't. Just keep scrolling down. I cannot see it at this precise moment in time. Doesn't mean it's not on there. Like, see, this is why game shows have their backstage team to do stuff for it. I'm afraid I can't find Johnny Guitar on there in the 1950s. Oh, I can now. Just found it. 1954. You can continue.
Ooh.
There you go. Continue.
Ooh.
Yes, 1954.
Okay, so it's me now.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Monsters Go Home.
Monsters Go Home.
Monsters Go Home.
That came out on the something weird label a few years ago. What year are we looking at for that, roughly?
Monsters Go Home? 60... Monsters Go Home. 60 something. Right? 60 was made the last year the series was on.
Yes. Yeah, he was in that.
Yeah.
I was thinking early 70s, but yes, you are right. It's 1966. It was in. Okay, Martin.
Half Human.
Oh, what's all these obscure ones?
He only did
what's Half Human? Oh yeah, well yeah, it's fair enough. Half Human. What decade are we looking for that?
I'm thinking
60s, 50s, maybe
50s, maybe. Yeah.
I haven't even heard of Half Human. This is known as something else.
That's what I know it as.
Yeah, Half Human. You are somewhere. Okay. Lord Blood-Rah.
Bluebeard.
Bluebeard. I take it we're going back even further back now. We're going to like 1940s, 30s-ish.
40s.
Well, hopefully his career wasn't as busy back then. So let's have a look.
Is he not quicker to Google the title?
It would be, but then, know my luck, the internet will crash out as I'm doing it. That's usually how things work on this show. There's got to be at least one technical problem each week.
Yep.
So 1944 was that film.
Okay.
So Martin, we would do it Martin's. We would do it Martin's way. If I freeze, I disappear or anything, it's all Martin's fault. Just to put that there.
I'm trying to scan my DVDs at the corner here, but Hillbillies in a Haunted House.
I know he's in that, so yeah, continue. Lord Blood-Rah.
The Grapes of Wrath.
The Grapes of Wrath. Okay, yeah. And Martin.
Terror in the Wax Museum.
Terror in the Wax Museum. Ooh. Is he in that? Let's find out.
I think it's a really crappy 70s one.
Yeah, 1973. Okay. Oh, we're doing well, gents. We've probably got to about 330 titles left of his to go. So you're doing
well. The Sentinel.
Yes. Okay. Martin.
That would have probably been my next one. What was the Vampire Hookers one?
Yes, he was in that. Yes, the Vampire Hookers, which has got some other title. I can't remember what it was. But yes, Vampire Hookers. Let's have a look, actually. while Lord Blood-Rah's looking to see what it is, to see what the other titles for Vampire Hookers is. He definitely looks out of place in it, that's for sure.
It's a tiny part, but Bride of Frankenstein.
Yep. Graveyard Tramps was the other thing
Graveyard
Vampire Hookers. There you go. Classic titles. You're doing very well, gentlemen.
The Bogeyman.
Sorry?
The Bogeyman.
Bogeyman. Yes.
Boogeyman over in the States.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep. 1980. Yep.
The Howling.
Yep. Oh. So we've headed out of obscure territory. We've actually sort of go into his other stuff.
Frankenstein Island.
Oh, Frankenstein Island. Yep. In there with Jerry, directed by Jerry Warren. Actually, I completely forgot he was in that. So, yeah. Okay, Lord Blood-Rah. David, if you're still sat there, feel free to make yourself a cup of coffee. We could be here a while.
Or maybe not. I think we're drying up now.
Oh, it's definitely starting to dry up. I can.
You both haven't done a lot of his earlier stuff, which was Man of.
Yeah.
The man. Oh. The man with the frozen face.
I know.
Or the man with the man with the frozen face. I think. Oh no.
Man with the frozen face.
It's not the Frozen Dead.
I don't know. I do not have that here. Do you have a decade? I'll have a quick scroll through his IMDb.
50s.
I've just googled it, but I've just 50s. Okay, let's have a quick scroll through his IMDb. It didn't come up with that. There was a film that came up with The Face of something. It did come up with, but not that one. Face of something. Interesting.
That's probably, or I'm probably horribly mangling the
title. No, I'm afraid I cannot find it. So the man with the frozen, is it maybe something else? Man with the frozen testicles. Let's try that. Man with the frozen testicles. No, it's not that. It's not that either. Sorry.
Nope. No. Oh well.
Okay, well, I'm gonna have to get rid of you for the minute. Then you've done exceptionally well getting through the John Carradine movies. But we're going to get rid of you from it. So, Martin, to get the full 20 points.
I've got to do another one. Oh.
Yes, one more to get yourself 20 points. If not, you will get yourself 15 points with Lord Blood-Rah. I said you've both done exceptionally well, considering how many films you've done.
There's another one like Vampire Hookers. Satan's cheerleaders.
Oh, yes. I'm sure he's in that. I'll just double check it. Along with its very many titles it has. Yes, he was. He was indeed. So congratulations. You'll be glad to know that is the end of the John Carradine thing. You got the 20 points from that. So we will do that. We are currently David has fast away. So
brain is tired. Wow.
And the next one is Roger Corman.
Roger Corman. I can get rid of him. That was a good shout, actually, Martin. I will do it that way from now. I'll have the IMDb list up, but I will have a
Did it work?
Google search as well, along with my internet. Yeah, it works better that way. But who knows? Sometimes it comes up with other stuff as well. Be careful what I had to Google. Wait for David to come back, but at the precise moment in time. Oh, that was good timing. So, what should we do now? I know what we'll do. Okay, gentlemen. So, David, you are back in the running along with Martin. Martin got the maximum points there. Yep. It went on for a while. We didn't get through the 300 and however many titles I said it was, but you know, maybe another day. Maybe
I think we got through.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we did exceptionally well, I think. So your next one, gentlemen, is Herschel Gordon Lewis directed movies. So movies directed by Herschel Gordon Lewis. Okay, well, it's a good start because we're coming to you first. So we'll start with you then, David.
Blood Feast of Ishtar.
Yes. Lord Blood-Rah.
2000 Maniacs.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Be glad to know. You'd be glad to know there's only 38 here. There's not 562 or whatever. So 36 remaining.
The Gruesome Twosome.
Yes. David.
House of 1,000 Corpses.
House of 1,000 Corpses. I'm afraid.
I'm out.
You're out the running for the minute. Lord Blood-Rah and Martin.
Me? It's me now? She-Devils on Wheels.
Yes. Martin.
Colour Me Blood Red.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. The one with oh, come
the one
on.
with what's it? Yeah.
Montag the Magician.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes. Yeah. Keep going. Keep going.
Oh Lord.
Good. Just so you both know, I'm actually really calm on this side. I'm not sweating at all.
Oh, well, we are.
So far,
Master of Gore. Master of Gore. The Master of Gore. The Master of Gore. The Gore. The Gore. The Master. The Gore guy. Gore. The Master of all. Gore. The Gore Master. No. The Gore. Ah.
I need your final answer, please. You've gone around the bush many times there, so to speak. So I need your final answer.
The Master of Gore, and that's so close, isn't it?
I can feel your pain.
You're so close. So close. Martin for 20 points.
The Wizard of Gore.
It is indeed the Wizard of Gore. You were so close. You got stuck on Master and just kept to go around it.
I did. I remember Master of Gore. Ah. Oh, look at that.
Okay. Okay. So your last one, gentlemen, you'd be glad to hear, is name movies starring Bela Lugosi.
Oh, here we go.
Is it? Name. So let me just bring
it in.
Right. So good to know this. No, it's good because we're not quite in John Carradine territory. We have 117 credits for Bela Lugosi, which actually is a lot less than I thought it would have been. But there we go.
Any of the public domain.
Yeah. So, David, we're going to start with you, please. Bela Lugosi.
Frankenstein versus the Wolfman. Bela Lugosi was Frankenstein.
Yeah. Okay. Lord Blood-Rah.
White Zombie.
Yep.
We'll go for the obvious one, Dracula.
I'll just Google that, make sure.
Uh,
He was. Yeah, he was. Yeah, straight.
oh, no, I meant the
David.
Spanish version. Oh, I'm wrong.
Oh, you mean the one with the one with Paul Nashi, where he becomes the werewolf at the same time. Okay, David, it is you now.
Glen or Glenda?
Oh,
well done.
Pull the string.
Good shout.
Well done.
Good, yes, good shout. Okay, Lord Blood-Rah.
The corpse vanishes.
Yep. Martin.
The Raven.
Yep. David.
Plan 9 from outer space. You know.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. That to be fair, that Dracula and Plan 9 from Outer Space were the two that I thought might come out first. So, Lord Blood-Rah.
The Devil Bat.
Oh, well, that's the only other one I knew.
Oh.
Oh no! Oh no! Who are we on now? Martin, aren't we?
Son of Frankenstein.
Son of Frankenstein. David.
Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein.
We're going to head. I sense we're going to go into Frankenstein and Dracula territory now. So, Lord Blood-Rah.
Yes, we are. Ghost of Frankenstein.
Yeah. Martin.
Mark of the Vampire.
Okay. Lord. Nope. Try again. David.
I'm almost out, so I'm just going to guess Bride of Frankenstein. Isn't that the one where you had the blood feud, the blood thing between? But anyway, Bride of Frankenstein. Am I wrong?
They were considered. Well, he was considered for it, but unfortunately, no. No Bela Lugosi for that Frankenstein movie. But he was considered for the role. So, okay, it's all down to you two now. So, Lord Blood-Rah.
My Son, the Vampire.
Old Mother Riley meets a vampire.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah. I was just scrolling through the IMDb list. I seen that just a minute ago, and I thought, I wonder if anybody's actually going to say that, the actual full title. So yes, Lord Blood-Rah. So Martin.
The Return of the Vampire.
Return of the Vampire. Yes.
The Ape
About
Man.
82 left. There we go. Yeah, the Ape Man. Yeah. Martin.
You'll Find Out, that weird musical thing.
You'll Find Out, that weird musical thing. Is that your official?
That's not the title,
answer?
but you know.
Yes. I know you're about, but yes. Okay. Lord Blood-Rah.
The Black Cat.
Yeah. Martin.
Scared to Death.
Scared to Death, yes. Lord Blood-Rah.
Bela Lugosi meets a Brooklyn gorilla.
If he's not in that, I'll be worried.
Yes, exactly.
Well, is that the official title you want to go with?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Bela Lugosi meets a Brooklyn gorilla.
Yeah, just making sure. Just making sure. There is a reason, but I won't say. Oh, I won't say what it is. I won't say what it is at the moment. Yes, that is an acceptable answer. So, Martin.
I'm trying to remember which ones we've had now. We had Bride of the Monster.
like that after a while. Have we had Bride of the Monster? No, we haven't had Bride of the Monster. Okay. Keep going. Blood-Rah.
Zombies on Broadway.
Ooh.
Zombies on Broadway, yeah. Martin.
Oh. Island of Lost Souls.
Yeah. Another one I think I was expecting to go. I like the way everybody's kind of leaving all the obvious ones at the very end, going for the obscure ones. Nobody said any of the German titled movies yet.
Oh yeah.
I'm not expecting you to be honest.
Voodoo Man.
Voodoo Man, yeah.
Ninochka, one that won't come off often.
Yeah. Okay. Blood-Rah.
Death by Television.
Mm.
Okay, yeah. Martin.
Can't remember whether we've had it or not. Murders in the Rue Morgue.
We haven't had that, so yes.
Okay. Black Dragons.
Ooh, Black Dragons. Interesting. I'll have to Google that one. Black Dragons. Yes, it was 1942. Not what I thought it was. I had it in my head it was like a kung fu movie, but it's definitely not that. It sounds like a kung fu film.
The Phantom Creeps.
Phantom Creeps. And we have the Phantom Creeps, correct.
Yeah. Rob Zombie uses that big monster set all the time.
Yeah. The Return of Shando.
Mm.
Yeah. Martin.
Trying to think of the racist ones. They're off the time.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Mysterious
That's
Mr.
usually
Wong.
my argument for that song.
Yeah.
Mysterious Mr. Wong. Yes. Mysterious Mr. Wong. 1934.
Spooks Run Wild.
Spooks Run Wild. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Martin.
Mystery of the Mary
1941,
Celeste. One of the first Hammer films.
Mystery of the Mary.
Before they were called Hammer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. I will say yes to that. Yes. Continue. That's a 1935. Lord Blood-Rah.
The Invisible Ray.
There's another one I was expecting to come up ages ago. So yes, that one. 1936, that was.
The Wolfman.
The Wolf.
Yeah.
We're going back to the Universal stuff again now. Okay. Yes.
The Body Snatchers.
The Body Snatchers. Yes. Martin.
One Body Too Many.
One Body Too Many. Yes. 1944.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, somebody knows their Bela Lugosi movies, that's for sure.
We've got to do this, otherwise Eric will be shouting at us.
The Raven. Did someone say The Raven in this round?
I think I did.
We have had The Raven. Yes, we had The Raven.
Okay.
Yeah. The albino Raven.
The albino Raven. That's what confused me. Oh. Hmm.
I could just imagine David sitting there going, that.
The Night Monster?
Mm.
The Night Monster. Yep. Yeah, Martin. That was 1942. Start getting into more and more obscure stuff in a minute.
Yeah, we're running out now. No, I'll go.
No, do you want to say a random title? Because you never know, it might have been in it. It might have been a John Carradine.
No, I've exhausted the bank.
Okay, well, I'll leave you there for a minute then. Lord Blood-Rah. If you can get this, you will get 20 points. If you can name a film title.
Dead Eyes of London.
Yes, Dead Eyes of London. Also known as the Dark Eyes of London was the other answer. 1939, that was. So yes. Okay. There we go. Congratulations, gentlemen. You went through that a lot quicker than the John Carradine one. Yeah. So let's bring David back up on the screen. There we go. Congratulations. How many of those films did you know, David, when they were going through them? Was you kicking yourself at any of them?
No, I knew White Zombie. Did anyone say White Zombie?
Well,
yeah, and I knew Dracula.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
And I think the Brooklyn Gorilla one is the one where you had two guys that ended up getting sued because they imitated Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Danny Petrillo and Duke Mitchell. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Well, gentlemen, it did definitely make a difference as we was heading towards the end, but did it make enough of a difference? That is the big question. So we shall start in third place. David, you're being consistent. We like consistency here. You got third place. You had 85. You picked up towards the last couple of rounds. You picked up, so 85 for you. Let's bring up have our two on the screen for a minute. Lord Blood-Rah and Martin. So Lord Blood-Rah is already in the finals on the 18th of September with several other horror people, such as Alan Bryce of Dark Side Magazine. He's also there with Eric McNaughton of We've All Dead. So you got a bit of competition now already, but now you're also being joined by the assistant editor of Starburst. He is going on to the finals on the 18th of September. So it's literally Starburst. Yes, Starburst, We Belong Dead, Darkside all against each other. So yes, it was David with 85 in third, Lord Blood-Rah 120, and Martin, you got 180. It was definitely tough a nail in the elimination one. So yes, well done, gents.
Well done.
Just because we don't want you to go home thinking you haven't got anything at So, Martin, here we go. Here is your trophy that you cannot take. It's just there.
Hey!
But you can take a screenshot of it if you want. If you want to. There you go. Martin has his trophy. So Lord Blood-Rah also has a trophy which he doesn't actually have.
Yes, I haven't imagined.
So yes, that is it. I will see. It's not imaginary. It's not imaginary. It's there. I can see it.
Well, yeah, fair enough.
So, Martin and Lord Blood-Rah, I will see you two on the 18th of September. Same time, at 9 p.m. You'll be joined by, well, everybody who's got into the finals before, unless, of course, they have stuff come up. So, of course, if you have something come up, let me know. Completely understand if you've got other things.
18th,
but yes, there is a prize. There is an actual prize for the finals. So, something to look forward to. I'm not telling you what it is. You'll have to wait and find out. So 8th of September for that. But next week, we go back to general knowledge. So thank you, gents, for joining me once again. Let's see what this one comment is before I disappear.
Thank you. Always wonderful.
So we will end the stream. Thank you very much, and a goodbye. Well done, Martin. Well done, Martin, says Emma Dark.
Well done indeed, yes.
There you go. So we will